Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of the Chad Smith Podcast. My name is Chad Smith, and today is Tuesday, May 24th, 2022. I'm joined, as always, by my two co-hosts from California. Please welcome back Sonny Conway and Spooky Morales.
Hey, everybody.
How's it going, Spooky?
Good morning. Welcome back, Sonny.
Sonny, you're muted.
Uh-oh.
Oh, good. Dude, Sonny got some sun out there at the racetrack.
I did. I'm sunburned.
It was a long weekend for Sonny out there.
It was my grandson. He wanted to ride all day Saturday.
Oh.
On the motorcycles for too long.
Well, it's so nice out there, man. You couldn't stay inside, so I don't blame you.
Yep. It was nice.
And Spooky, how was your weekend?
It was pretty good. I spent most of it watching Sonny's videos from his races.
Yeah.
And seeing Jax, his grandson out there, made me jealous. I wanted to be a kid again.
Well, me too. I was jealous about the whole trip. Just it was so beautiful out there, and we were getting sunset pictures, and looked like there's so many people out there at the track too. Good time.
Yeah, it was fun, man. Did you guys have a good weekend?
Oh yeah, I had a pretty good weekend. Kathy Tracy, good to see you. Just saying hi to a couple people in the chat room on our YouTube side here. Jake Smith, how's it going? Good morning, sir. Trippy Times, what's up, Josh? Good to see you, man. It's been a while. Good to see you back in the chat room. Spooky Morales, good to see you this morning.
Oh.
Williams Carnundrum, never seen you in here before. Hello from Canada, Ontario. Great to see you in here this morning. Akashi Chris, as always, good to see you. And Enzo, how's it going? Good to see you, man. Saw you on Amy's channel and on Lynn's channel, and now you're on our channel. So thank you so much for hanging out with us on all of our channels this morning. And we got Robert White in the house. Good to see you. And Angels Are Life. Good to see you too. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here.
Hey, guys. Oh, he says he's new to the show. Awesome. Well, thank you for hanging out. Hopefully we don't disappoint. Good morning, Roach. How's it going, sir? Good to see you. I saw you over on Lynn's channel. And we got Blue Chicken. I'm not sure where you are, but you are in the right place. So good to see you this morning. All right, guys. We've got a cool guest backstage. We don't want to keep her waiting. Her name is Melissa Bryan. Tracing her roots back to the true mavericks and outlaws this great nation has produced, Melissa is real, raw, and straight with her knowledge. She's also the author of Born into Shamanism. You can find that on Kindle and on Amazon. So for the first time, please welcome Melissa Bryan.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, Melissa.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good, doing good.
Great. So Cassie pointed you in the right direction and got you the right link and got you on the show. So that was cool.
Yep.
I'm sorry I didn't do that myself, but it's awesome to see you here. So the first thing I have to ask is, where did you get this name, the Outlaw Psychic?
Well, first thing is my ancestors. I cannot brag on them enough, and they know I do this all the time. They are the ones that allowed me to do this, under that name. And basically, I'm a straight shot with the answers I give. I don't beat around the bush. When I get something, I get it and I hit it.
Mm-hmm. That's great, because in this community, it's kind of, that's what was lacking. Seems like there's a lot of people that if you ask them a question about something, you'll get like a, ring around answer. Sometimes it's like a little fib. You never know. So it's good to have somebody that just gives you the straight answer right from the get.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
And I do a lot of paranormal work as well. And spirit has been so good to me. They've been amazingly wonderful. My rock and, what's kept me steady through a lot of stuff.
Oh, that's great. So you are still in contact with your ancestors?
Absolutely every day.
Is that something that do you think most people are in contact with their ancestors as well and they just don't know about it? Or their ancestors are trying to communicate with them?
Yes. Yes.
It's just that some people or most people probably just are too tuned into digital life and internet and stuff like that to pay attention to it.
Even
Great.
with digital and internet and all that, I'm still very tuned in because I've always been able to hear them. I've always been able to see them. I've always been able to communicate with them. And, they've been my rock. They've been there for me steady through everything in my life. And I cannot thank them enough.
Oh, that's great. So what age did you first start communicating with them? Or is there a time when you can look back and remember, like, this is when I first started, communicating and interacting with my ancestors?
Well, I first started communicating with spirit at age 3. Something came after my then infant sister, and I don't know what the deal was, but I chased him right back out and basically protected my sister back then. And then at age 21, things really started getting hot, hopping and popping and all that, seeing, hearing, feeling, sensing, knowing, all this stuff, just information coming like tidal wave after tidal wave after tidal wave. And my ancestors finally sat me down from spirit and said, "You're going to be a shaman." What?
A shaman?
That's what they said. I mean, that's the lineage according to my family historical documentation. So yeah.
And what was your age when you were given that information?
21.
Oh, okay. So
Just after I turned 21, they said, "You're going to be a shaman." What?
So at that point, did you know what a shaman was or anything about it? Or?
No, I had to research it.
As
I had
I would
to really
too.
research it to figure out what was going on. I goes, "Oh my gosh. Okay, now it makes sense."
So
Light bulb comes on and I'm like, okay. But I said, "Hey, you want it, balls in your court." Well, age 45 and 43 years later, here we are. But hey,
Right
it's
on.
a lifelong, process of learning and understanding and knowing. And yeah.
So what are the first things that you had to, what did you do? What was like the first steps that you did when you first found out that, hey, you're going to be a shaman? Did you start researching what that was?
Well, yeah, I started researching what it was, and, everything kind of fell into place after that.
Okay. So what did you find out what was your first findings when you went to go find out what a shaman was and what your duties were going to be?
Well, basically, it's like I was already doing the things that I had researched, what was, like healing and communicating and knowing things, not understanding where I was getting it from. And, just being able to do the things I do. It's harder to understand and explain when it's like you've been doing it all your life and, you kind of find out in writing, okay, it's like healing and knowing and seeing and feeling and sensing and animal communication and communicating with plants and being able to just do all this stuff and just do it by nature.
Yeah, I can imagine if it's been part of your life for so long, since the age of 21, that it's kind of just like a natural, like everyday thing, and it's hard to explain that to somebody that's not used to it.
Yeah.
So do people come to you naturally? Are people drawn to you to like when they come to you with issues? Is that something that people come to you with?
Yes.
Okay.
People will sometimes come to me with issues and questions and wanting to communicate with loved ones that have passed on, and I just do what I do.
Mm-hmm. So what are some of the normal things that, like if somebody came to you with an issue, what would somebody's issue be that you could help them out with, or
Well,
a scenario?
sometimes it's money, sometimes it's relationships, sometimes it's job, sometimes it's, love, sometimes it's just not knowing how to fit in with today's world with things going crazy around us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they ask me, will everything be okay? I say, just stay in your lane and you'll be fine.
Right, that's
what
great
you
advice.
do, just do what you do, stay in your own lane, and everything will be fine.
That's advice that everyone should hear right now. Stay in your own lane.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like with the more technology that comes out, the more that we can communicate without being in person with someone, and that technology just keeps getting more and more progressive, and it seems like it's a lot easier for somebody to get out of their lane and get more involved with somebody else's life.
Right, exactly.
So what you're saying is we need to just stay more focused on what we're doing, focus on how our lives are impacted.
Right. And if you can help others, all the better. Yeah, great. But, pretty much do your own thing, folks. Really, be who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Authentically. Be who you are authentically from the heart.
Right. Could you give us an example of, somebody that, you don't have to use any names, obviously, but if, is there a scenario you can think of that somebody came to you with, and how you helped them out with that?
Well, there's a lot of different things I could name.
Yeah, sorry to put you on the spot.
One of my people, sometimes needs a little bit more help than, others. And I've been able to help them get through, like the loss of a loved one. And another one is like one that just kind of, she's really just kind of, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, she's like a sister to me, but, she just, she doesn't know how to use her own instincts to help herself. So I've been trying to kind of get her through it a little at a time,
Mm-hmm. Almost like a life coach.
Yeah, in a way, but not necessarily. I don't call myself a life coach. That kind of isn't quite where it's at for me.
Mm-hmm. You're more of the spiritual side of things.
Yeah.
Do you see any of the spirits, or do you just hear them? Do you just communicate with them?
I see them and hear them. I see them and hear them. I've always been able to. They've been so great with me. I can't even begin to tell you the number of times. One of my spirit people. Now I know a lot of people won't believe me on this, but one of my people, Billy the Kid, William Bonney, he's so great. He's amazing. Just my rock. My rock. He's just steady,
Billy the Kid?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, not only is he a cousin, yes, and that's proven in family history records. I'm also a genealogist, so I'm able to kind of prove things other people go, oh, it's not true. Yes, it is.
Right.
So
you're out west, obviously.
Yes, in California.
Okay. Oh.
I've lived
all three of you guys are in California. I'm the only one over here in Michigan on the East Coast, east side of the country.
I've been all over Wyoming, Utah, Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, Oregon. I've been all over the West, and well, anyway, we're finally calling California home. We're just going to settle and call it good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, after all that moving around, I would imagine it's about time to settle down a little bit and pick a spot,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, we always wanted to. We just never got the chance. So, yeah.
Uh-huh. So all the traveling, you'd think California is probably the most inviting and more beautiful places to stay?
Well, where we are now is amazing.
Uh-huh.
We're in Happy Camp, California. This is the Bigfoot capital of California.
Whoa.
And yes, I've had some experiences with that as well. I'll get into that later. But yeah, I mean, these Bigfoots, they are so wonderful. Oh my gosh, they're wonderful. They've been so kind to us, and they leave us alone, we leave them alone. If they choose to come by to visit physically, so much the better.
So when you say physically, do you describe them as a physical being, or are they more of a interdimensional being, do you think?
I think they're interdimensional. I've never actually physically seen them. I'm not saying they don't exist, because I have pictures of footprints from just outside our door, outside our trailer here.
Uh-huh.
And also, I believe there's a Bigfoot habitat down by the river, not more than about 2,000 feet from here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But they're just so good at evading humans.
Yes.
Right.
But you know what? They've never been a problem for us. We welcome them if they choose to visit,
Mm-hmm. Are you able to communicate with them just as much as a spirit?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I've actually heard that before. Another guest that we had is able to communicate with them also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As soon as I can get things kind of in order financially here, I'm going to start leaving them things like salmon and, little gifts to say, you're welcome here.
Oh, that would get me to say, that would let me know that I was welcome there.
Mm-hmm.
Some fresh salmon.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be great.
Fresh
Melissa,
water.
by what methods do you use to communicate with spirit and cryptids like Bigfoot?
Some of it is telepathic. I can actually physically hear them. I can actually physically hear spirit. Moreover, Bigfoots are a little bit more telepathic. I do dowsing rods. I do pendulums, which I have 7 pendulums. One of them is my brand new one, my absolute favorite one. And I can sometimes see them. They will come to me, physically. I mean, spirit body, but I see them like I see a physical person. You see what I'm saying?
Well, because the more you can describe that, I think would be the doing our audience what they're looking for. So many people want to know how are we communicating with these other beings?
For me, it just comes naturally because of my genetic bloodlines. I've just always been able to. It's really hard to describe when, like he said, you live with it every day physically. So it's harder to describe to someone who doesn't do that every day. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
So do they look different, or
hard
do they
to
look human when you see them? The spirits?
It's like looking at another physical person. That's solidly they come to me. For example, my late grandmother, maternal grandmother, actually, she passed away. That pretty much did me in just, yeah, because I was really close with her. And after she passed, she came to me like half almost like a smoky ectoplasmic mist, and the other half of her was solid, like I knew her in life, which was really interesting because I thought she'd come to me like more physically, but it was like half of her was in, half of her was out, you know. Now I don't know if maybe she just didn't have the full energy to come through just yet, but at least she came through to say goodbye. So that was really great.
Oh, that's awesome. So when they're not all the way physically there, what does it look like to you?
Like a smoky, misty fog.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll like change shape into like the form of a human, but it won't like come through all the way. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes it will be like an orb or a ball of light.
Mm-hmm.
Which I sometimes see, sometimes don't. Orbs are a little bit more tricky, but I am able to capture them on camera, and I have several photo examples of this.
Do you have any of the pictures with you?
I have them with me. Yes, they're on my phone. And they're also at my website. You can go to my website and take a look at all my photos.
Oh, excellent. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought I had.
So they're on your phone. There's no way we can see them though, huh, Chad? We can't pull none of that up from our phone.
I can pull it up on our website. I thought I had it in the description, but I guess I don't. What's your website again, Melissa?
www. O as in orange, L as in Lisa, P as in Peter, S as in Samuel, Y as in yellow, E as in Edward, N as in Nancy, T as in Thomas.com. OLPSYENT.com.
Oh, I think I got it. Shoot for the best in the Old West.
In the New Old West.
Oh, in the New Old West. Oh, yeah, I read that wrong. Here, let me share the screen real quick so everyone can get a look at what we're looking at here. All right, so here is your website.
Right.
And then point me in the direction. Oh,
okay.
I like this.
Scroll back down. Scroll back down. Okay, you see that bar of little descriptions? If you pull those down, it'll take you right to it.
Oh, your photo gallery right here?
Yeah, you can basically scroll right to it.
Okay. Oh, you got some pictures on here.
Yeah. I have to update it a little bit because I have some other photos I want to add. So I do have to update that.
Oh, okay. Right on. Okay, so did you say that you had Bigfoot pictures on here, or are they on a different...
I will today. Yeah, I will today. I haven't put those up there just yet. So yeah, I have to put those up.
Got Jack Sparrow on there.
Yeah, I actually met him at a convention and starstruck.
Yeah, I bet, huh? It's cool meeting someone like that.
Not every day, no. I've met so many people that are fact famous. Well, some of them are my relatives, so love them to death. You know that. They're my heart and soul.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys, I brag on you. Yeah, no, I do. You know I do. Yeah, they're laughing, going, yeah, we're going to pull more family out of the family tree. It's like, yeah, okay, I know you guys get me with that stuff all the time.
Hey, who doesn't like getting shouted out? Who doesn't like being bragged about, you know?
Yeah.
I feel love.
I love them. They're great.
So that's so cool. I didn't realize that you were into the Bigfoot stuff too. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't used to be, but until, like we started getting Bigfoot tracks, one of the places we lived in New Mexico, I actually have a photo of Bigfoot tracks going across the yard in the snow as the 3-toed type, which I don't know what that is or what it means, but, yeah.
Oh, so it was leaving impressions in the snow.
Yeah, that was one of them. And then another one left tracks out here just outside my front door by my trailer.
Oh wow, maybe it was coming to give a peace offering or something.
No, actually, I think it was just visiting. You know,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of feel like, if they were attached to somebody, like if they were friends with you and they knew that you were nearby, they would come by and just make sure you were okay.
oh yeah, oh
Hmm.
definitely. No, we love them. They're great.
Oh, that's awesome. Have you
Yeah.
ever had in your area any negative interactions with the Bigfoots?
No, we've never had a negative interaction with them ever. No. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
We've
Never.
only been here since October of last year, so October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Almost 9 months, and um,
Just no bad interactions.
no bad interactions. No, no, no.
That's great. So what about any other spirits? Have you ever had any negative interactions with any other spirit?
I could tell you stories.
Oh, I love stories.
Back in Arizona, there was this one ghost scared the living what-y out of me.
Yeah.
He was big, tall dude, had a scar across his cheek, patch over his eye, dressed all in black from hat to boots, guns hanging proud, the whole thing. And he just gave me the heebie-jeebie willies,
Yeah.
He was one of them that really scared me. I mean, I did not like his energy at all. He was just bad, negative, no good, nasty, nope.
Mm-hmm. Where did he come
Um,
up? Did he come to your home?
well, he was a part of, well, I believe he was a part of the land
Oh, okay.
that the place where we were living sat on. He was not generally there as far as, a physical entity, but just his energy hanging around was just, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
And then one time we had come back from somewhere in Southern California, I believe. Oh God, where was it? I think it was Queen Mary, and something that night came. In fact, we were staying at my grandparents' home in Chatsworth, California, and something came to our door, opened the bedroom door, came in and grabbed me by my ankles and squeezed. And it was icy, 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 icy cold.
Oh, whatever grabbed you was cold?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And I screamed for Angel Michael, I said, get this thing out of here.
Yeah.
And he's like, yes, ma'am. And he grabbed that thing and out it went. Bye bye.
That was the end of that.
Yeah, that was the end of that. I had put
Mm-hmm.
up with that kind of crap. No.
No.
And then in New Mexico, we were living at a place I call Rancho Paranormal. We had every kind of spirit you could think of. And myself and my cousin, who was living with us at the time, he and I got scratched and burned and bruised, and we were beaten up on. I mean, beaten up on. We finally one day saw someone, with a big LED flashlight in our bedroom window looking to home invasion rob us again, which was pretty normal on a regular basis because everyone just didn't want us living there. So basically, we finally just ended up packing up the next morning and just leaving.
Wow.
But yeah, no, we were burned and scratched and bruised and just. It was rough living there.
Was that an older house or was that a newer
No,
construction
it was
house?
a newer house, just the land was old.
Yeah, so
And-
that would make you think that it was the land then.
Yeah, oh yeah. Because we also had remnants of the war between the Navajos and the Utes and the Pueblo Revolt, and we had all kinds of things. Just there were portals, and there were I'm trying to think. God, there was so much going on. we just couldn't keep up with it all, and it
Mhm.
just we finally said, all right, enough, we've had it, we're done, you know.
All that energy being there, is that what brought you to that area to begin with in the first place, or was it
No,
something
it was
else?
that we had to move from where we were renting really quickly. You know, we wanted to settle down, own a place of our own, and just live normally, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we tried to move there, and the neighbors just would not leave us alone. They just kept coming on our property and coming on our property, trespassing and trespassing and trespassing. And uh, the lady that owned the place before us, she, you know, catered to like the druggies and the alcoholics and all that, which I mean, I'm all for helping people. Don't get me wrong. It's just, you know, we weren't from that kind of culture, so we didn't understand what the hell was going on.
Right.
And even then, I think whoever, whatever was on that property prior opened something up and did not close it again. And I tried everything. I mean, we tried to get priests and we tried to get every kind of practitioner we could. No one would be able to come up to that property. People were, you know, getting in wrecks and not able to really just, you know, get to our property because I don't know, there was just something blocking any help we tried to get, you know?
Wow. Yeah,
And
something definitely didn't want you there.
uh-huh. Yeah. So we finally ended up leaving. But we
Mm-hmm.
got in a really nasty wreck ourselves not long after.
Got a vehicle
And
wreck?
we were hit from behind by an 18-wheeler out of Nevada
Yes.
trying to get up here to California.
That's a hell of a wreck.
Yeah. And we were hit from behind, and I'm still suffering issues with my neck and my shoulders to this day.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah. But, you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Life gives us these struggles sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
It just seems like they're kind of like tests.
Yeah.
But you're passing the test. You're doing
Yeah.
good.
Hang on here. Gotta get some water.
Oh, no problem.
Gotta get some water here.
Everybody take a water and a coffee break. Cheers.
I would say on air, folks. Water, lots of water. Yeah.
I'm drinking water, but it's mixed with coffee beans. Yeah. Coffee beans and tea leaves.
That's right.
Yes, water is very important, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, we love it here where we're at now because it's so quiet.
Oh, great.
It is so quiet here. And one time, oh God, probably about a couple of months back, I heard this big, loud scream. And it echoed all the way across the valley here. I'm going, what the beep was that? You know?
Mm-hmm.
And I goes, oh, it's a Bigfoot. I remember that from TV. Okay. Now things are making sense. But woke me out of a sound sleep. I'm going, what the?
Right. Did you figure out what it was?
Yeah, it was a Bigfoot.
Oh.
I'm like, uh-oh, somebody pissed off Bigfoot. Oopsie.
Yep. So what happened?
Where you live, is it more like country area?
Oh, yeah,
or do you live
really, really, really rural. Yeah. Oh God, I wish I could.
country with pine trees, or are you up in the mountains, or are you
Yeah,
out like?
we're kind of in a little saddle, if you will, between some mountains and the Klamath River, and we're up in the pines. Yeah.
Awesome. That sounds beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous. I wish I could turn my camera around to show you guys what I'm talking about.
Well, I mean, if you've been all over the country and did all that traveling and you settled there, I'm sure it's beautiful.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
So you said that where you came from had lots and lots of energy, almost too much energy, and now where you're at now, there's just nothing followed you?
No, out here, I mean, there's energy, but it's not bad energy. It's like just sort of kind of residual a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Residual from
where I am is very residual.
Oh, well, that's good then. So it's like older souls that have, they've been there a long time and.
Oh yeah. It's just kind of rewind, replay, kind of like VCRs. Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the difference between like a residual spirit and a spirit that what's the difference between what's the opposite of a residual spirit?
Opposite of residual is intelligent. Intelligent hauntings are much different than residual. Residual just rewind, replay, like a VCR tape.
They just keep doing the same cycle over and over.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that can be cleansed out, possibly. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. And intelligent is there and knows that you're there. And you know that they're there and can communicate at least fairly well.
Oh, okay. So a residual spirit you can't communicate back and forth with.
No, they're in their own
It's like a
time loop. Yeah, it's like a looping
hologram. It's like
Yeah.
a hologram that just okay.
Yeah.
But an intelligent spirit is like a real life entity
Yeah,
that's there and you can communicate with.
Yes. And I have been there more times than I can even begin to count.
Ben, where'd you say?
I have been there with intelligent and residual more times than I can even.
Oh, okay. Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. That's the first time I've asked that question, so now I know. There's intelligent and residual.
Mm-hmm.
So are the negative reactions that people have with spirits, are you able to have a negative reaction with a residual? Like, are some of these stories that people are having part of a residual haunting, do you think, or is it?
Sometimes it just depends on the case.
Mm-hmm. So,
and I've never had a negative reaction except to that one nasty, no good. Yeah.
What happened with that? Oh, that's the same guy you were telling us about earlier? Or different?
And in New Mexico, the house we lived in, there were hot spots, cold spots, voices, conversations, and I mean disembodied conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Disembodied voices, footsteps, hot spots, cold spots. Odors that would come up continually. There were I saw things I can't even begin to explain. I mean, it's like, some of this stuff, I would come face to face with it, and my jaw would just drop. I'm going, what?
Mm-hmm. Well, I asked that question because I was trying to figure out, Sonny, our co-host here, he walked through an old military barracks and everything was nice and quiet. I don't know if he picked up on, did you pick up on any feelings before you heard that sound? Like, did you feel any kind of, nothing was in there with you?
Nothing.
So yeah, he's just walking through this old military barracks all by himself. Everything was quiet and silent. No feeling of any energies being in there. And then all of a sudden, what happened, Sonny?
Something smacked the wall behind me. And like the other room, it was loud. And then, walking through there is scary because it's dark, but not scary because you think there's a ghost in there. This might be a person hiding in there or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or an animal that
smacked the wall. When I went to go check out what it was, it terrified the hell out of me, and there was nothing there still. Then I talked to Tamara this weekend, and she mentioned that somebody was going to redo those barracks, and I told her they're going to redo them and sleep in there, and she goes, yeah, they're going to redo the barracks and sleep in there. And I go, they know that place is fucking haunted. she
Been there. Been
she
there,
said,
done it.
yes.
Uh-huh.
And then she told me she has seen orbs in there, and I think she has them on video. So I'm gonna try to get the videos from her. The same place where I told you I thought I was seeing orbs. Says she has videos of orbs in there.
Man.
And we'd never talked about it before. I never told her I did that in there. I never brought it up.
Right.
Been there, kind of, sort of. Yeah, when I was a kid, I was with a Girl Scout troop at the time, and we stayed at a military barracks. I think it was a Navy barracks, and I saw and heard some stuff there scared me good. Yeah, it was not pleasant. Let's put it that way.
So that's what I was trying to get to, that experience that Sonny had. Could that have been a residual spirit or something that makes noise like that? Is that an active, what'd you call it? A,
Poltergeist? It might have been a poltergeist. Somebody left behind some energy, which that's generally what poltergeists are, is leftover energy from someone else's presence at the location. Orbs are sometimes, once in a while, can be intelligent energy, but the spirit doesn't have enough energy to physically manifest. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so that's just something we've been wondering about because we can't figure out what would be in that army barracks that presented itself to Sonny.
What's that?
Oh, where is it? Where's the military base?
Yeah.
It is in, I guess the closest town would be, is it Doss Palace? No, the closest town would be Fireball.
I have no idea.
I-5 and 12. Yeah, so it's out on I-5 in California.
Oh, okay.
It's an old military base that's retired. We use it for our drag races. They have a landing strip there for the airplanes. We use that landing strip for the drag races.
Well, I'll have to come out that way and take a look and see what I can find. Yeah, I'm really good at picking up energy. I'm very touch-based. In other words, energy, I can actually physically feel it. Not only just with all of my senses, but with I can actually touch. It like comes in through my hands, my fingertips. I'm very touch-based.
Mm-hmm.
I can actually physically feel energy.
Oh, okay. Do you have to feel that energy first before you can communicate with them?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I can also read photos, objects, buildings, land, vehicles, that kind of thing.
Oh. Interesting.
I can look at a building and tell you whether or not it's haunted, from what era and what happened.
Oh, I wish I would have known that. We could have had like a whole slideshow here ready to go. We could just go through different properties. That'd be fun.
Well, just show me some stuff and I'll tell you.
Oh man, let me try to think on the fly. That's trying to think if we've got any place here in town I could pull up. There's definitely some places here in my town. I think this is one of the oldest established towns in the state of Michigan. So there's definitely some houses here and some buildings that definitely wondered about.
Mm-hmm.
But this is an old Native American like a junction, I guess you would call it, where different paths met, and so it's definitely a lot of action that has happened here before. It would be hard to pull up any pictures right now and determine.
How about where Chad's at right now, Melissa? Do you get any visions where he's at?
Good question.
Yeah. One place now, yay or nay, I'm not sure on this, but I think one place may have been used by the mob at one time, 1930s, 40s ish, somewhere in there.
very close to where I'm at.
Mm-hmm. Old building. I'm not sure what's there now, but it's like maybe 2 or 3 stories tall, kind of square-ish, like square, angular. I don't know what this is. I've never been there, so I have no idea what I'm looking at. But
Can you see if it's like right downtown or if it's like
yeah, no, it's right
outskirts?
downtown. It's an old building. Yeah. No, it's
Okay.
an old building. Built probably around 19, I want to say 10 or 20, something like that.
Oh, okay. So it's real old.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. It's real old. But it was used by the mob at one time. I'm not sure what part, but
There's an old there is an old building right in town here, right at the town square, right at the main intersection. That now I think right now it's a bed and breakfast type deal, but it used to be the Masonic Temple that also had a theater in it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, there was
That could have been
something
it.
else went on there as well. It's hiding some secrets.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, no, it's hiding some secrets.
Well, one of the main drags through town right here, actually the main road through town, was an old stagecoach route that the Purple Gang used out of Detroit. So that is the mob.
Yep.
Interesting.
But that building is hiding some secrets. Look into it, okay?
I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. This town actually has a right around Halloween time. There's a ghost walk that you can sign up for, and they'll walk you through and show you the different buildings that allegedly have different hauntings going on with them.
Yeah, we have that down in Wairika as well. Some of the buildings here in Happy Camp, especially the saloon, the bar type building that got shut down by the pandemic and all this economic bull. Basically, that place has a lot of energy, not all of it positive.
Oh, okay.
That place has a lot of energy, and there's something going on upstairs. I don't know what this is, but there's something going on upstairs.
This is are you still referring to the same building here?
No, to Happy.
Oh, in your town, okay.
Yeah, in my town. Up here in Happy Camp, we have an old saloon building. And that place, it holds a lot of energy and a lot of secrets. There's something going on upstairs. I'm not sure what this is, but I feel a lot of energy coming off it.
Wow, and have you ever had the opportunity to walk through there?
No.
Ooh.
I've been meaning to actually try to maybe do a ghost box session.
Oh, that would be great. And maybe upload it to YouTube.
Yeah, I was going to do that.
That would be awesome. Yeah, that sounds really interesting.
I would love to be able to do a ghost box session and see if I can get any communication, as it were.
And this is the spirit. They also call them spirit boxes.
Yes. Well, I have an SB7, like what Ghost Adventures uses.
Oh.
I actually have an SB7 with the little round thing. I don't know what you call it, little speaker thing.
Okay.
I also have some ghost boxes on my phone as well.
Now, what do you have more accuracy with, or more feedback from?
I actually get feedback just from my own senses, just from what I hear the echoes of what went on. And I can read that information and that energy.
But you do get quite a bit. You do get some feedback from the voice boxes?
Sometimes, yes.
Interesting. What are some other... Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. So what do you feel gets more results or more accuracy? Is it the apps, the phone apps, or the actual dedicated SB7?
I think it would be the SB7, because sometimes the ghost boxes on the apps can be a little bit off. Sometimes. I'm not saying that's all the time, absolutely, because I don't have necrophonic or anything of that nature. So,
and that's the one that I hear a lot of positive feedback about, is the necrophonic.
Yeah, I would like to get it. It's just out of my budget right now.
Yeah, they do charge quite a bit for that one.
Yeah, no, that's out of my budget right now. So,
Understandable. So what can people use if all they have is just themselves and no money in the bank, and they just want to go out and do some investigating on their own? Or what else can they bring out with them?
Dowsing rods, which I have a couple pair of. They can use try to, just like get really, really still inside yourself. Like, I do what is called blank screen. In other words, I just wipe my mind of everything else,
Mm-hmm.
and I just sit and I listen. I just sit and I listen. I sit and I listen. Sometimes you'll get something, sometimes you won't. It just depends on the place, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And your own level of dedication to really wanting to hear spirit. You just have to get really, really still. I do what's known as blank screen. I wipe my mind of everything. I mean, just blank.
Yeah.
Okay? It's like seeing a blank, what do you call it? One of those screens that, you project a movie onto.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a blank projector screen. It's kind of like that for me, where I just wipe my memory of everything. I just go blank screen, and it just goes blank. It's like looking at a projector screen, and there's nothing there. It's just blank.
So it's almost like your own form of meditation.
Kind of, yeah, in a way.
Mm-hmm. Do you practice? Is that something that you practice even when you're not trying to communicate with spirit?
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Spooky Morales definitely tries to get all of us on board with the meditation.
I don't know if it's so much meditation as it is just kind of getting real still inside yourself and listening for spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get a message, fantastic. Sometimes it'll come. If spirit wants to be heard, they will be heard. Oh, yeah, they will be.
Yeah.
That's why I put flyers out and said, hey, got ghosts? Call me, and left my number on it.
Oh, I like that. Got
So,
ghosts?
Yeah.
Who are you gonna call?
Melissa Bryan.
Actually, I did one of those Old West wanted posters.
Yeah.
And made my own thing to try to draw interest to what I'm doing.
It's a great idea. Yeah, the old Outlaw posters, wanted posters.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, it's like got ghosts, Bigfoot, UFOs, spooks, specters,
Mm-hmm.
Need help? Call me.
I like that.
Melissa, a few seconds ago you mentioned a show about ghosts. I kind of been looking for some good paranormal shows to watch on TV. Like, what's some of your favorites?
One of my favorites has to be Dead Files. I like Amy Allen's style.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Sometimes I'll pick up on what she does, and sometimes I'll be like, Amy, whoa, girl, you're missing something here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called Dead Files?
Yeah, the Dead
Okay.
Files, yeah. I like that one. I like Amy Allen's style. But even more so, I like her partner, Steve DeShavi. I like his research style. I love research libraries. You'll get me into like a genealogy library. I won't be out for the whole day.
Yeah.
I'll close the place down.
For sure. Understandable.
I'll close the place down because I'm finding records left, right, and center. And when I'm doing that, spirit literally leads me to records.
Oh, I can see that.
It's like I'll set my stuff down. Again, I just go blank screen and I kind of ask, who wants to be found today? And I'll feel a pair of hands, one on each shoulder, very gently, and they will guide me literally to where they want me to go.
That's great. So it's like you have your own like tour guide kind of to the spirit world.
Yeah, kind of in a way. Yeah, when I do records searches, yeah.
And Melissa, we've talked about spirit, we've talked about Bigfoot. How about sometimes on this show we get people that talk about aliens and UFOs and things like that.
Oh yes, I've had a few of those experiences too.
Oh, would you be willing to share like your favorite stories?
Well, let's just say I've seen things I can't explain. I've never actually seen an alien. I've never seen one. I think me and the aliens have this agreement between us. I don't go looking for them. They don't come looking for me. Everybody's happy.
I like
Well,
that.
Mutual understanding.
Yes.
I like that. I'm not
But
looking for
I
you. You don't
have-
come looking for me.
Yeah, I have seen things, crafts, whatever you want to call it,
UFO.
objects, something I can't explain. I've seen things, can't explain it, but I've seen things.
Right on.
What are some things that can you go into a little bit more detail on what you saw?
One of them was like a long tube shaped something with like long rectangular windows as near as I can figure.
Mm-hmm.
No wings, no nose, no tail.
So it's almost like just like a cylinder
Yeah.
with closed ends.
Yes.
Cigar shaped UFO.
Yes.
Cigar shape.
Kind of tube shaped is more what I would call it.
I mean, it was like larger than it really should be. I mean, it looks bigger
I
in the
don't
sky
know. I can't tell you because I don't know. I only know it was long and tube shaped.
than. Mm-hmm.
And it was very, very high up. So I can't tell you exactly what the length, foot, whatever it is. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. It was just kind of floating, or what, did it go?
No, it was flying like an airplane.
Hmm.
No, it was flying like an airplane.
Yeah, that's definitely something that would catch your eye because it doesn't have any form of like those are no wings or any
No
reason
wings,
for it to be.
no nose, no tail.
Interesting.
I only saw what I can describe as long rectangular windows along one side.
Mm-hmm.
And the sun was shining on it. It was December, probably about the middle to almost the end of the month. I think maybe around 20th, 21st. And I tried to explain it away as an airplane. My cousin pointed out, I go, what the heck is that thing? You know?
Yeah, definitely can't be an airplane if it looks like that.
No. And I saw something else in like southern Colorado, and it was like rounded kind of on the top with lights, bluish white lights around the top, and then like either square or like, I don't know, triangular or something on the bottom, and it was spinning around and just sitting there. And that was kind of interesting, and that we saw in southern Colorado.
Mm.
And then something else around Halloween, someone pointed out something in the sky, kind of yellowish looking. And he said, see that? I go, yeah. And he goes, that's a UFO. I goes, oh, okay. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a star cluster. I have no idea. I honestly don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But the old guy said that was UFOs. I'm like, okay, I'll take it.
Gotta take his word for it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's flying up there, you don't know what it is. That's a UFO.
That's a UFO. It's the very
It was
definition.
like yellowish. I don't know. I could kind of see through it, sort of, kind of. I don't know if it was metallic or if it was just a star cluster. I really don't know. I can't tell you.
And you said it was like the end of December around then?
No, that was the one where we saw the cigar-shaped one. The one that
okay.
I pointed out was at Halloween.
Oh, right on. Okay.
Yeah, and it was real clear out, and he took me aside. He said, he pointed up at the sky. He said, you see that yellowish thing? I goes, yeah, what of it? And he goes, that's UFO. I goes, oh, okay. You know, I thought he was kind of a little bit full of it, you know, because I'd never seen a UFO. I have no idea what these things are. You know,
yeah.
I don't know anything about it. I don't, you know, I can't tell you. I don't know.
What about a triangle-shaped craft? Do you have any experience with anything triangle-shaped?
No.
TR3B.
Oh, wait. Yes. Okay, in Arizona. Yeah. You remember the Phoenix Lights?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes,
love 'em.
I saw the Phoenix Lights.
Did you?
Whoa, lucky.
The actual event, or you saw them after the event?
No, I saw them. I actually saw the Phoenix Lights.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Jeez.
And it was interesting because the lights would go on and off and kind of appear in different points in the sky.
They try to tell us those are flares. What do you think about that?
Bull donkey. Bull donkey.
That's what I said. Same words.
Exact
Bull
same
donkey, man. That's some bull donkey.
Yep. Yeah, because flares, they don't hang around like that.
Them's not flares. No way. No.
Oh, hell no.
No, them's not flares. No, what I saw would blow your mind.
Wow. What was the difference between a flare and what you got and what you just saw out
A
there?
flare actually is a smoke, like a smoke and fire device. This was not smoke and fire, not even in the least. No way, no friggin' way.
Aliens.
It's something, I don't know what. I don't know if it's aliens. I don't know if it's.
Well, the fact that nobody could explain it, it's definitely nothing of a physical craft that we have,
Mothership.
Oh, no. This was not a physical. I mean, it was a craft, but
Mhm.
I don't know if it's physical. I don't know if it's ethereal. I don't know if it's interdimensional. I just don't know. But I know what I saw.
That's so interesting that you were there at the time of the event. That's awesome.
Yeah.
How
I
ironic.
saw them things, and I will tell you, it is not flares. There's no way. I know what flares are. I have seen flares work. These were not flares.
How about drones?
Drones, I've never seen one.
Well, we've seen them at places like in the Olympics when they put on those shows that are all organized.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, those, yeah. I mean, I've seen them on TV. I've just never physically seen them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. The I can never say his name. Lazarus Project from the chat was wondering if you've ever seen shadow people.
Oh, yes.
Oh, boy.
I have seen shadow people more times than I can count.
Whoa. Is that like so they're like black shadows when you see them?
Oh, yes. They're solid black masses.
Does that look
When's
like
the last time you seen one?
The
And
last
does it seem
time
evil to you?
Oh, no. They've never hurt me. No, they've never harmed me. No. The last time I saw one was in New Mexico. That was the last time I saw one.
Mm-hmm. What was going on when you saw it? Was it?
It just walked through my environment. It just walked straight through my home. That was it.
Oh, through your
Walked
home?
straight past. Yep.
What were you doing? Were you doing anything to bring it on? Did you ask for it to be there?
No.
Wow. So it's just a very random appearance.
They're just very random. Yeah.
And what category would those fit? Do those fit into like the what was I just gonna say? Residual?
Yes.
Okay. So they don't really know that you're there. You don't really know for any reason why they would be there.
Yeah. They just come when they come and they do what they do. They just walk straight past me. Okay, cool. It doesn't bother me. They're just there,
Yeah. And so everyone always says, because I've never seen one, but everyone says it's like a solid black mass shadow.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Is it like a 2D image against the wall, or does it look like a 3D figure, but just black?
No, to me, they come through solid like a real person.
Wow.
I just see them as like either a floating mass
Mm-hmm.
or like a figure that walks right past me very quickly.
Okay. And so when that happens, you don't feel any type of there's no physical,
No,
like the room doesn't get super cold or anything.
no, nothing.
Interesting. Well,
Um,
maybe it's just like maybe it's like a previous owner of the house or something.
I don't know. I
Hmm.
don't know. I truly, honestly cannot say. I don't know.
Oh, Jamie from the chat says everyone thinks it's the higher ups who work for the government. It's right under our nose.
I don't know. Anything I suppose is possible. I mean, I can't say absolutely yay or nay. It is that or it isn't that.
That's interesting. If they did have the technology to shadow themselves and just show up whenever they wanted, just to hang out and spy on us, that'd be a good way to do it. Turn themselves into a shadow figure.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, I think they're kind of interdimensional. Excuse me, myself.
Oh, the black figures that you see?
Yeah. I think they're kind of interdimensional, sort of, kind of. I don't know for sure what they are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they were government agents, I would kind of like be able to sense that,
Okay.
because I
Right.
sense people's energy and I kind of know what is human and what isn't human. And the ones I've seen are not human.
Oh, they're not human.
No, I mean, they were human at one time, but I think it's just more or less like,
Oh, okay. I see what you're
a
saying.
residual energy pattern. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. That makes total sense. Interesting. Well, Melissa, we've gone over the 1 hour mark. Where can people find you if they'd like to get in touch with you? Maybe they need some help with a situation that they're dealing with.
I'm all over social media, and you can find me pretty much anywhere that there's a social media presence.
Just search for Melissa Bryan.
Yeah, that. And I also have a drum.io page. So that's on my website. It's linked in my website.
Okay.
And you can find all my social pages there. And you can find all my stuff at my website, everything I'm doing, everything, that's going on right now. And so get a hold of me there. My phone number's there. You can contact me, call me, and holler at me.
And you also have a book available on Amazon and Kindle.
Yes. Born into Shamanism. Yes.
Born into Shamanism.
Yep.
And you can get that on Kindle and Amazon. Is it available anywhere else?
No, not at this moment, but I'm working on that.
Okay, very good. Awesome.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much, Melissa. This has been a great interview, great conversation.
It's nice meeting you.
You too. Nice
meeting you. It's
great
meeting you.
Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you. Bye-bye, hon.
You're
Thank
awesome.
you so much.
Thank y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Awesome. That was a great conversation. Oh,
we get the coolest guest, Cassie. Thank you so much.
I know, we get great guests. Thank you so much, Cassie.
What was that word she used? Donkey doodle? Donkey? Damn it. I was going to ask her.
Bull donkey.
Bull donkey.
Yeah, thank you. Man, that's
morning,
the go-to
Cassie.
now, anytime. Bull donkey.
That's right. This is just bull donkey. Let me tell you. That was funny. You were like, that's exactly what I said. Same words.
Oh, man. You got to have some fun with it.
She was a sweetheart.
Love her.
I'll have to have her back. Yeah, the Outlaw Psychic. I love that. That's very unique.
First time I heard that.
Mm-hmm. First time I've seen or heard that. Hey, thanks a lot, Terry Brown.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cassie.
Who did we talk to that said that the spirits would talk to her, helped? They were helping other people with problems, but through her. And one of the spirits that she talks to is Robin Williams.
Oh.
I cannot remember her name.
Oh, who was that?
Yeah.
But can you imagine talking to Robin Williams' spirit, and she said he's funny, just like he was in life. His spirit's like that.
Oh man, I can't think of who that was. That's the downside of talking to so many people is you forget
I know we talked
who lines up with what story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jeanette says, "Great job, Chatty. Now you can go back to being you." Yeah, that's right, Jeanette. I kind of do feel like I'm two different people when there's a guest on and when there isn't. And that's probably a bad thing. Probably needs to have that line blurred a little bit more. But yeah, so that was cool.
It was. And what are we going to do now?
I just figured I'd just remind everybody about a couple things. You know, we are available now on everywhere you can get a podcast. So, obviously on Apple Podcasts, on Amazon Music, on what else is there? Spotify. We're on Spotify. Same platform that Joe Rogan's on. We're on our way.
iHeart.
I don't know about
iHeartRadio.
iHeart.
That's where I found Joe and Ben. That's how I found UFO Garage. Was
iHeart?
iHeartRadio.
Well, since we don't have anything going on right now, I might as well do some checking and see if we are. iHeartRadio. I'm assuming we are because if you can get, all podcasts there, then it should show up. Get started. Let's just search Chad Smith podcast. I don't see it on Spotify. Or on, I know we're on Spotify.
iHeart.
On iHeart, yep. Not seeing it on there. There's a lot of other Chad-related podcasts. Lots of them, actually. Maybe that's why it's not popping up. Maybe it's just right at the very bottom of the list. Maybe they go off of... I'm not seeing it, though. Seniority? Yeah. It's like my factory.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see it on iHeartRadio, but we are on Spotify, so that's big. Oh, what's up, Black Dragon? How's it going, man?
Bye.
Good to see you. Thank you for your service.
What's up, man?
Thanks, Laz. Appreciate that. Don't worry about being late. That's why we can always rewind on YouTube. And let's see. I don't have my Ukrainian stuffed animal yet, my rabbit yet, but it is on the way. It's still in the mail. But yeah, if anybody is interested in one of those rabbits, she's still making them. And I asked her, I just want to make sure. I'm like, how many of those can I sell? Because I don't want to sell like 5 or 6 of them and then, have not enough material or something like that. And he said, nope, sell as many as you want. So I think it's about $30 after shipping and all that stuff. Because I think it's $12 for the stuffed animal and then $15 for shipping from Ukraine. So that's pretty good. These are handmade Ukrainian rabbits, stuffed animals, for about $30 shipped from Ukraine, and it supports a family that is definitely in need. And they're also helping out other Ukrainian families in their neighborhood. So all proceeds go to them. I just have to get the link for you guys, but it's just a PayPal account that you would send the $30 to the PayPal account along with your address or your shipping address, and Ibrahim and his wife will get that mailed out to you. But there's different colors too, so that's the other thing is you have to tell them what color rabbit you want. So we'll get
Chad, we really missed you on the Sunday morning readings, man.
I know. I don't think I can skip that again. I've heard a lot of feedback about that.
Okay.
No more calling in on Sundays.
You know what I said when I realized you weren't on?
Huh.
I said bull donkey.
That's right. This is bulldog.
I didn't mean for you to go all out and have to say that. Here, this is.
I took it there, man.
This is for Jeanette Sanchez. Here we go.
I had to go there. Got that river moon? Let me.
Now I gotta pee. Now I gotta pee.
Let me hit this French roast from Starbucks. French roast coffee. No, I've got River Moon coffee on the way, straight from
Jimmy Church.
Jimmy Church, but it's not here yet.
How do you like your coffee?
Oh, I like mine dark. Dark. I like my coffee dark.
Nice.
Just like you do. Just like everybody does. I hope everybody likes their coffee dark. The funny thing about the Jimmy Church coffee is when he's doing the commercial, he's like, for a coffee that is light and, what did you say, like light and airy or something, but still dark. I'm like, how can you be light and whatever he calls it, but still be dark? So I don't know. I ordered it. We're going to see.
It's made with magic beans.
That's fine. I'm excited to try it. He's always talking so highly of it. Can't wait. Cassie says, I went live and people were like, where's Chad and Molly?
Yeah.
Oh no.
This is fine and everything, Cassie, but where's Chad and Molly?
Bull donkey.
Aren't you a bull donkey?
Jeanette says that she likes her coffee light.
Oh.
Sometimes you got to put a little cream and sugar in there.
Little coffee with your milk?
Kara says, is it Kara or Kara? She says, add some dark chocolate. In the wintertime, sometimes I'll add the Swiss Miss hot chocolate mix. I'll add some of that to the coffee grounds.
But wait a minute, man. Didn't you say you weren't going to be home this weekend? So how are you going to do readings on a Sunday morning?
I'm going to have to pack some of the stuff up and take it over to my aunt's.
What? You're going to do on-location readings?
Yeah, I was talking to my mom about that this morning because the whole family is going over there. It's like a family. We're kind of having like a little family get-together type deal for Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, lovely.
And so we're going over to my Aunt Lynn's house. Big house, lots of property, big yard. And she had the idea that we should all set up tents like we used to do when we were kids. Set up tents in the yard, have a little campfire, and just kind of do like pretend like we're camping. But then we'll do a big breakfast in the house.
Oh, man,
So it's
I'm
kinda like
jelly.
the best of both worlds. A little bit of camping in the yard with a campfire, and then we'll do a big breakfast in the house.
Oh, my gosh. You got me a big breakfast.
Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, I checked the weather, and it is only Tuesday, but they're calling for nothing but rain the whole time. We're supposed to be.
You might want to do those readings indoors.
I mean, it's all thunderstorms. The whole forecast. Let me see if I can pull it
Oh,
up for you guys.
no. I'm sorry to hear that. You might be camping inside by the TV.
That's what I told my mom. Yeah. Yeah, see. Wait, let's see if it'll load. Yep. Wednesday,
Aw,
Thursday, Friday.
man.
Hopefully it doesn't run into Saturday, but yeah,
Mm.
thunderstorm. Actually, you know what? The numbers are coming down. It was 80% chance. Now we're at 70 and 60. So this camera, I think I'm going to have to order the Elgato face cam. This camera is just such a ridiculous
Mine makes me look
disaster.
all red.
That's because you are red, man.
That's because you spent the weekend out in the
You
desert.
know what happened? I forgot my cowboy hat.
Sonny, oh my gosh, man. We don't get enough cowboy hat from you, man.
I wanted Melissa to
Don't
have
fit
her
this
cowboy
year.
hat on.
I wear it all
Yeah.
the time. If it's summertime, I usually have my cowboy hat on. I forgot it here. That's why I got sunburnt.
Here we had the number one outlaw psychic, the only outlaw psychic in the country. In the
Outlaw
country
psychic.
here. And we should have told her, where's the cowboy hat? You're welcome to wear a cowboy hat on the podcast.
Yep, that's for outside.
Hey, how good was that show last night with Jim Goodall, Lynn Wallington, and Michael Stratt, man? That was
Yep.
awesome.
That was fun. Yeah, it's awesome having those two together, but having Lynn involved with it too was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great conversation. Yeah, if anybody missed that, go over to the Rebellious Ufology page on YouTube. Check that interview out. That was
That
sweet.
was a great way to start the week in podcasting.
Yeah, actually, it wasn't an interview. It was just like a really good conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Just with Jim Goodall and Michael Stratt, then Wallington.
Well, Jim and Michael have a relationship like father and son, so it's so natural. They just talk to each other like family. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's awesome having those two together. When they were on the Chop Shop, I don't think we really realized at the time how lucky we really were, but because that was pretty early.
Oh, we knew
on.
how lucky we were. That's why we were so nervous.
Yeah, when you go back and watch that one, it's just like, so Michael Shred.
Now that we know them better, though, we know we don't need to be nervous because they're cool as can be.
Oh yeah, every time we talk to Jim, he's just like, "Oh, I love hanging out with you guys. This is the best community, best group of people."
I love that guy too, man. He is so cool.
Mm-hmm. Sonny,
Yeah.
You recently got a shipment of Paranormal Chop Shop stickers.
What?
I did.
He's been putting them on everything.
Yes, I have. And then someone told me that was vandalism. I said, no, my stickers on there makes it better.
Well, you have an excuse. I mean, you've got 100 stickers that somebody stole, and those are just out there, and you have no idea what people could be putting those on. So it's not your fault if they end up.
I call it street art.
It's called street art.
When you walk into that restaurant that I went to last night,
Yeah,
they have a big square piece of plastic hanging in front of the lady that you're talking to. So it's like a sneeze guard or something. I just walked up with this sticker like right in the middle of her face, and I was gonna put it on.
She probably had some objections about that.
No, she said that's fine, put it there. And I go, no, I'm not gonna do that to you. I'll put it on this hand sanitizer. So it's right when you walk in the restaurant,
Cassie.
there's a hand sanitizer and it says Paranormal Chop Shop across it.
No.
No tattoos, Cassie. No tattoos.
But you know what? I was looking at that 64 Impala that the boys got.
I got a spot.
That's
I
hot.
could fit another tattoo. Here, I'm gonna do it right here.
That 64 Impala would be a nice, be a nice
UFO
tattoo.
garage tattoo. Oh my goodness!
That's
Don't
hot.
even tempt me.
Hey, did you guys see that Cassie has a new sponsor? Did you see that?
Who dat?
Oh, well, if you guys aren't familiar, I'll have to let you know. When Cassie uses this StreamYard,
Oh no!
because we share a StreamYard,
Hold on to put on your helmets, everyone.
she's got a new sponsor, and I had to make an overlay for it. I'm really happy for her. Second Star Survival is sponsoring Cassie when she does her readings from now on.
Bam!
Thank you, Matt from Second Star Survival, for offering your sponsorship to Oracles and Beyond.
I knew we'd end up here somehow, somewhere, sometime today.
She was
I'll be
doing
right
some
back.
readings last
Grab
night.
my stickers.
No problem, Sonny. Yeah, she was doing her readings last night with she got a new deck of cards. So she went live and did her readings.
Was that the only one you got?
The only sponsorship?
I thought you had another graphic for that sponsor.
Well, this is just for when the sponsor donates money or comes on or anything. We put this one up.
Bam!
Look, even my cowboy hat's got one on there.
That's sick.
Awesome, Sonny. I forgot about that.
That's sick. With the
Paranormal Chop Shop.
with the rattle and everything, man.
Damn.
Doggy.
All right, we're gonna auction off that cowboy hat. We're gonna start the bidding now in the chat room at $500.
You got it. I'm first.
Do I hear a 550? Is there a 550 out there? Sonny needs gas money for going out to the
I don't
track.
think Sonny's getting rid of that.
Don't be selling my hat.
Even
The snake tried to kill me.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. And you never know, somebody in the chat might actually pay $500 for it. So we've got
Connor, Bigfoot Anon came
$200
into a encounter with a rattler yesterday, right?
Mhm.
Did you not see that video?
Mhm.
What happened?
I'll pull it
Who
up while
got what?
Spooky's telling you.
What happened, Spooky?
And I lost my
Connor
Bluetooth there
did
for a
what?
second.
Oh, your Bluetooth.
Yeah, Connor came into contact with a rattlesnake. It was on, I believe it was on his Facebook. Just a short little video, but it was a pretty snake.
Yeah, let's take a look at that real quick.
Beautiful.
They
just
taste
saw
like
that.
chicken, Connor.
I'll make
It's a
some tacos.
beautiful Eastern Diamondback. I'm
Can
just
you
trying
hear
to
it?
escort her out of the road.
Look how beautiful, man.
Do you have audio?
Yeah, we
Okay,
can
I can hear you. Yeah, we can hear it.
Go, baby.
Just pick it up and move it, Connor.
Just pick it up and move it.
He's busy.
You're almost out, girl.
Gorgeous.
Good girl. Yeah. Keep going.
I tried to do that with
There
one
we go.
that was headed towards a party of people.
I'm
at
sorry. I was
Flat.
trying to, but then everybody else was driving and stopping by. I'll try to
Snake
get
in
it
the
in this
grass.
ditch, though.
Snake in the grass. There he goes.
Watch where you're walking, folks.
Go ahead, girl.
That's a big mother scratcher.
I tried to do that, Chad, with a snake that was headed towards a party of people at Pine Flat.
Yeah.
And we drove by it. It was me and Billy. It was crossing the street like that, headed right for him. And Billy, we both said, man, it's going to bite one of those people. And so we backed up, and I told Billy, all right, I'll go put it on the other side of the road, make it turn around.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got the lights on me,
What's
and
up,
I'm in
Eric?
front of the car. As soon as I got out and got in front of it, it coiled up and struck at me. And I was like, you little bastard,
Oh,
like, go
man.
back the other way. It did it again, and I stepped on its head and cut its head off with a pocket knife. With a pocket knife. And Billy goes, oh, you crazy son of a bitch.
Oh, my
I was like,
God.
son of a bitch tried to bite me. It was definitely going to bite one of those people.
Yeah.
Morning, Sam. What's up, Sam?
Yeah, I didn't have a good temper.
Some rattlesnakes don't make it. If they try to bite me, I will eat them. If you try to eat me, you're going to get
I will eat you.
Yeah. They taste like chicken.
Yeah. Sometimes they need to.
Yep.
know,
Some
get
of them,
shit-
like the one that's on my hat, that one came out of nowhere and just started chasing me. It would not stop chasing me, so he got it.
Yeah, well, that's how you learn a lesson. Chupacabra, what's up, dude? Thank you
That
so
is
much. That was a great compliment.
Yeah, but it's cool.
It's a little unfair because I've been up since 8 o'clock last night because I work midnight. So I'm at the end of my day, and these two are at the beginning. So I probably look a little worse off. I got an 8-hour shift under me. Yeah, Jeanette. Apparently, Sonny does have a thing with rattlesnakes. He just
They just got to not bite me. All I got to do is don't strike at me, and I'll leave them alone.
Yesterday, I joined my first Patreon. Is that how you call it? Patreon?
Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
And who's
Patreon
it?
I joined was Carl the Crusher. Carl Crusher, or Carl Vibe is also called.
Oh yeah, Carl.
He has two pages. Okay, in the UFO community and this crazy dysfunctional family that we all are a part of,
Mm-hmm.
there's so much BS and bull donkey, right?
Yeah.
People fighting and not being able to agree on anything.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some people out there that are doing some real solid work, man. Investigating, going on location. So Carl is out there in Utah looking at these petroglyphs that, no one's ever really seen. This guy's discovering brand new stuff. But it's not only the petroglyphs that he's seeing on the rocks, man. He's going out there, and I'm telling you, I don't know if he's going to replay the show that he played yesterday for us, because he did a show yesterday letting everybody know about the symposium that Alien Girl, Akashi Chris, Lynn Wallington are going to this weekend.
Oh.
Telling you, man, you guys have got to check out the footage of what Carl Vibe is showing right now. I'm so jealous of people that are going to get to see his presentation at the symposium.
Yeah, that
Because
sounds awesome.
he's going to be sharing more than what he shared yesterday on his show.
Enzo, good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
I think what you meant to say is the amazing Enzo.
I'm sorry, the amazing Enzo. Good morning.
See what I mean?
With money flowing.
Making it rain.
Yeah,
How's
we're
it
gonna
going,
have.
Enzo?
What's up, man?
I'm gonna have to take a look at more of Carl's stuff because I don't think I'm subscribed, but I will be.
I'm telling you, Chad, make sure you're subscribed to his channel, Carl Crusher and Carl Vibe, because they both, I mean, this guy goes out and is doing like hardcore research. And you should see some of the footage. I think last night he was able to capture something that could be described as, you know, some people might even call it like a portal.
Wow.
His name is Carl the Crusher on YouTube, I believe.
Oh man, you're putting me to the test.
Because
Put you on the spot.
if that's him, then he has over 3 million subscribers. Is that
That's him. Bingo.
Whoa.
right? Okay, I didn't realize I didn't realize that.
This is somebody that's worth investing in. He's just looking for some extra funds to help him get like military style night vision and cameras. And if anybody deserves it, man, I'm telling you, this guy does.
I sent one of those to Chad and told him to get out his Christmas list, the military night vision.
Yeah.
26.5, I think.
Yeah.
$26,500.
I mean,
The super high end stuff.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, if you're gonna catch the best footage, then you got to have the best equipment.
That's true. I don't know if you're going to get that return on investment though, but
I'm still waiting for Enzo. I'm still waiting for him to announce that he made a huge purchase and bought his van or your ambulance.
yeah, big. That's still like that's one of those like if I win the lottery and get all this money and I can piece it all together kind of a dream. That's a lot of slot machine money that I'm going to have to get to get that to be. It's either that or I have to go get a job.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
man. Some of those, like when people convert those like full size school buses into like full homes, or
Yeah, it's a full mini house. I mean, with everything in it.
Yeah, I want one. You can fit all the solar panels that you would need on the roof.
Yep.
Got plenty of real estate up there. And you know, if you do it right, if you have enough battery, a big enough battery bank, you could run your air conditioning and your refrigerator nonstop without even being plugged in.
Easy.
I had one of my trailers with two solar panels on top, and they're only like 18 inches wide by 2 feet long.
Yeah.
So they're not really big. And I had two of those on there. You can unhook the batteries and turn on every light in the trailer in the daytime, and the stereo up to like 14. It had an amp in there though. So but yeah, it would run the stereo system and everything with all the lights on, no batteries hooked up, with two solar panels. So yeah, solar panels, it doesn't take many of them. You leave them hooked up to the batteries, those batteries are never dead.
There's a guy I watch on YouTube called the Campulance Man, where he did what I was talking about. He took a retired ambulance, pulled out most of the stuff on the inside, and refurbished it around to the way he wanted. I think he's running 1,200 watts of solar on the roof.
Jeez.
And he went and bought just the smallest like window type air conditioner he could find, mounted it in there, and like ducted it around so it was still venting outside and all that jazz. And in the full sun of the day, when it's a nice sunny day, he can run that all day long. Of course, he turns it off once the sun goes down when he's running off of just battery power, but you don't really need it at that point.
Yeah. The Campulance Man.
In California, you need it. It's
Right.
still 102 sometimes at nighttime where I live. It doesn't.
What?
Yeah, about 102. It doesn't get up much more than that at night.
Well, damn. Yeah, that's pretty warm. 102 at night, you said?
Yeah, that's a little
in the middle of the night when you're trying to sleep at midnight, it's 102.
Because I'd be awake then, because when you're what I want to do with it is just to go out in the middle of the dark with a bunch of astronomy gear and stuff like that, and just get like deep space photography of all these things that I've always wanted to look at, but I've always lived too close to a city where all the light pollution washes out all the small stuff.
Yep.
It's like, well, either buy a piece of property way out in the middle of nowhere and go camp on it, or since I'm going to be camping anyways, just, go camp on public lands that are already out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. And joining us for another episode is Eric from Paranormal Highway.
Hey!
I saw Enzo, and I'm like, I gotta sit on the panel with Enzo. Never sat with him yet.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, sweet. Well,
What?
this is
That
Enzo.
never happened.
Broke your Enzo cherry.
Oh, hey, careful now.
I like that. Spoiler alert.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, me and Enzo
Hey
have to
Eric,
talk
do
about
you miss those 100-degree nights in Fresno? I was trying to tell these guys 100 degrees at midnight when you're trying to sleep.
God, Fresno. I mean, my God, your AC unit never turns off.
No.
It never turns off. It goes 24 hours because the worst part is nighttime. Because it might cool down to 80 or 90.
Yeah, that's nice, actually.
I mean, 80 is actually nice. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be nasty here, but you literally have to sleep naked in Fresno if your AC is broken. We grew up. We didn't have like a lot of money. We had a water cooler in the back. We used to have to take a water hose, squirt it down, because not even a swamp cooler could be cool enough.
Every 10 minutes.
Every 10 minutes, and you can smell that.
We fill up the 2-liter Pepsi bottles and freeze them, and then stick those in the water coolers.
Yeah,
to keep the water somewhat cool.
Is it humid there? Or is it at least dry?
It's dry heat.
You got that going for you, I guess.
No, that's one thing that's nice about the West Coast. It's mostly dry heat. Even here in Seattle, it's really dry heat. I remember going back to living in Maryland and New York because the wife's from New York. I remember the first thing I had to get used to is, yes, it could be 70-80 degrees, but the humidity just makes you sweat.
Yeah.
And you're taking like 2-3 showers a day because you just, I'm not used to the humidity. It's like, wow. How do you do
what happens to your face when you forget your cowboy hat and you go to the drag race?
Yeah, out there, cowboy hats are actually functional.
Yeah, we wear them because you have to.
Yeah. They're that size for a reason.
Yep.
Well, I have a huge one in the house. It's like a sombrero, but it's shaped as a cowboy hat. It's pretty awesome.
Barry Brown sleeps naked everywhere.
I don't get it. This one's cool.
Well, because Cassie says that she sleeps naked anyhow.
Well, actually, like I said, if you sleep naked below 60, it actually helps you to lose weight.
Below 60?
There's a certain degrees you're supposed to be below. You're supposed to go below 60, and the reason is when you're sleeping naked, your body is using the fat that's in your body to help warm itself up. So it helps to get rid of what they call the bad fat. I think it's the brown fat into the good fat. So, I mean, I'm not talking about you're going to use magic. You're going to lose magical weight, but it does help.
That's what I'm hearing.
It sounds magical to me.
I'm naked from now on. Crank the AC down to, what do you got to be? 50, under 50?
Yeah. Hey, Spooky, I was listening to you earlier about like finding channels that are willing to really do the investigation, do the work. I kind of agree with you, like yesterday I did a whole news show just on cows mutilations, and I noticed that when I do a show, like a news show, just on one subject, you'll get less views because people don't want to hear anything but a UFO directly or a Bigfoot directly. They don't want to hear outside stories about some of these things can be related to UFOs and Bigfoot. It's just the reality that we live in. Like today, my whole news show today is all about the missing 411. And I guarantee I'm going to have less views because unless I talk directly about Bigfoot and UFOs, people are just not interested.
Really?
It's the numbers don't lie. If I ran a show about Bigfoot, UFO paranormal, I'll get more views. But if I do on one direct subject, the views are down because people are just not into, or they say they are, but they don't really, they want to hear about a UFO. They want to see a dot in the sky. But when you talk about, are they responsible for some missing 411 or are they responsible for some cattle stuff? They don't come.
That's strange because it's all kind of related. So
It is all related, but it just that's the world we live in, and it's.
I like your new background. That's not a green screen, is it? Eric?
On you, Eric?
Yeah, I have a green screen. That's one of my. That's one of my.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, it almost looks like it's just a backdrop.
No.
Nice.
This is Paranormal Highway right here, and
That's some good green screen work. You got your
Eric's
lighting
getting
right.
all fancy, man.
well, I bought some. You can't really see. Some like
Whoops.
you can't really tell, but for 40, I got some $40 lights now that helps with the screen better.
Some
you're-
became disconnected or something.
I messed up. Hold on.
Your camera's facing your.
This.
There you go.
There we are.
Hey, Chad, what do you know about phones? And I don't want to hear about no Apple phones either. No 13 plus. Mess.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna have to buy a new phone. My phone has been.
What's wrong with
You
it?
know what, Chad?
Aw, man.
I mean, Noah, Sonny.
Me off.
Noah, Sonny. My wife and them. They're all Apples. I love Apples too, but they're over $1,000. You know what I have? I have a Google Pixel that I paid like $350 for, and I'm telling you, it works just as good as their Apple. The pictures are great, the videos are great, and I paid 1/4 of the money from an Apple.
Yeah, I think this was like $1,300 or something.
Yeesh.
Dear God.
What's wrong with it?
Same
What's
price I'm gonna have to pay for a new one. The S22. That's what I was gonna ask you guys about, the Galaxy Ultra S22. That's supposed to have an awesome camera on it.
See, if you're going to ask me about it, I'm going to tell you to go with a Google Pixel because I've been with them for 6 or 7 years now, and I love it.
And the Google Pixel has a great camera on it.
Arguably one of the best in the
It's
industry.
the most underrated phone there is out there. I mean, it really is, and it's 1/4 the price of an Apple.
Yeah, I've had
There's
this phone
nothing-
for. I mean,
there's
it's time for me to
nothing that my
upgrade,
wife-
and I'm not looking to upgrade. I'm
There's
gonna have
nothing
it
that my
forever.
wife can't do that I can't do. And everybody said, well, it has a faster processor. Okay, listen. The websites you go to, it depends on what kind of processor they have. You can only pick up as fast as somebody delivers it to you. All because you have the fastest doesn't mean everything is going to be super faster. Everything might be slight faster, but it's a crazy world.
Mm-hmm.
You don't, and then there's people who have to upgrade their phones every year. They got to get the latest Apple, and they're willing to do the contract all over again. First of all, I buy my phone straight out. So going with Google Pixel, I can buy straight out. Then your phone bill is cheaper because you're not paying that,
Yeah.
that price.
Right.
I'm looking at
care
Tom's
about
hardware
price.
guide. He does reviews on electronics and stuff like that. He's just like 2 weeks ago put out best camera phones for your cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
He has his number one is an iPhone 13 Pro Max, which of course you're gonna be paying out the butt for.
Oh, I bet.
But his number 2 is the Pixel 6 Pro.
Yes.
Here we go.
Oh
See?
Lord, there's a Pro 6 Pro.
Yep.
Damn.
Which you can get on Amazon for like 900.
But think about it, Enzo.
Yeah.
Even they said they got a better camera. Your eyes can only see a certain amount of spectrum. You like 4K. You go 5, 6K. Your eyes can't go above 1080p and stuff. So you start going to.
The way I look at it is, what is it you're taking pictures of?
Mhm.
Like if it's something like where you're going to end up probably trying to like zoom in a little bit and maybe cropping it, more pixels on screen means better as far as that goes. And
We should demand the phone companies create a UFO mode.
Oh,
with full night vision on it, and
Exactly.
satellite
Then we'll
tracking.
pay $1,000.
Can you
right.
pull those
Right, that's-
pictures up I
that's
sent you,
smart.
Chad?
the zoom is what's the
just
most
now?
important part.
The ones I sent you earlier?
Oh, let me see.
Google is paying Eric for this. Google ain't paying me shit. If I'm gonna have somebody pay me shit, I'll have Apple so I can get their $1,300 phone for free. I wish Google would pay me. Fuck yeah, they can sponsor me all they want.
Put that Tom's Guide link in the private chat if you want to read through
okay.
that, Sonny or whoever, to make your decision.
Thank you. Yeah, Sonny, this is what you sent me earlier.
What is this?
This is Sonny's buddy, right?
Deanna, my wife's friend. It's my wife's friend. His son is, I think, 11. He's seen this in the sky, so he took pictures of it. They asked him why he took pictures of it. He said because he didn't know what it was. So he sent them to his dad and was asking his dad, what is this? He was at school.
It looks like a man taking a dump in the sky. Look at it. It looks like a man.
What is that?
That is pretty bizarre because that's a pretty clear picture.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like,
That looks like a squid.
He pulled his phone out and started taking pictures. He sent them to his dad and was asking him, what is this?
Was it just kind of floating there, or was it moving? Was it making any sound?
It wasn't making no sound, I don't think. But it was just, I don't know. I don't know if I think it was flying by.
That's definitely weird because that looks like nothing that we have. It doesn't even look like a drone.
I don't even know what that would be. That's
No, that's
a
not
stingray.
Stingray, yeah.
That looks like a guy taking a dump.
That
Yeah,
looks
looks like-
like the old school, like guys with the rocket packs back in the 60s and 70s that were dangerous as hell.
Or the Hatchet Man. One of the two. That's weird though, because that's a totally different shape than this.
Whatever that
Yep.
is.
Weird. Yeah, because you've got this picture.
And it's dark.
then That
I mean,
picture.
it's
Those
dark
two look.
black. It's like it's all one color.
And that's like I said, 11-year-old kid took those pictures.
Man.
And there's
From
no
the-
drone. The shape is
From the
that.
playground, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like a stingray or something in that one picture.
That's what it looked like
Yeah.
to me.
Weird.
What in the world?
It'd be
What
interesting to see if there's any other accounts of people finding like stingray type UFOs. I've never heard of that though.
So many forms of life, man. Move
Yeah,
in and
that's
out
true.
of different dimensions of consciousness that have already mastered the ability to move in and out. And so when we see these things, we're like, what is that? Why does it look so weird? There's just, it'd be like if you go into the ocean and you
Yeah.
see, a shark, but you see, a seal, you see all these different creatures that you're familiar with, but you go deeper and deeper and deeper. And you know what? Pretty soon you're going to find things that you've never seen before. They're going to seem alien.
Well, there's 2,000 new species are found every year.
I didn't know it was
2,000
that many.
on average. On average, about 2,000.
How many are we not discovering?
Right.
Like you said, most of the discoveries come from the ocean.
Yeah, there's straight up monsters that live way deep down.
I'll have to find out more about those pictures. I'll see if it was flying by, if it made noise. I'll see if I can.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hey, Joshua Benjamin from the chat. Thank you for mentioning about merch. We're still new around here. We're still trying to figure out self-promotion. So sometimes we have a hard time self-promoting ourselves, but
Chad, do we
merch.
have any new merch in the store?
yeah, let's pull that up because we actually do have some new stuff that I've been throwing in there. We have the normal stuff that's been in there for a while now, but I wanted to refresh it and throw some more stuff up in there. So here's the merch store. It's chadsmithpodcast.com. Takes you right here. This is all the old stuff that we had. So we had the old logo, where it's got like a background. Well, it's up in the top right corner too, but it's just where it's got a black background as the circle. But if you scroll down, and then here's my coffee mug that you guys see me drinking out of every morning. I've got that price as low as I can possibly get it. I think we're profiting like $1 off that or something like that. But if you keep going, I changed the logo a little bit. Oh, here's some Chop Shop stuff too. But and here's a Chop Shop and Chad Smith Podcast pillow. There's a Big Willie glass that we made for him. It says sauce on it. But here's the new stuff. So here's the new design. It doesn't have the black circle background behind it. It's just by itself. So you can either get it where the logo is centered in the middle of the shirt, or the hoodie or whatever. Or there's this also where it's on the left-hand side. I put the logo on the left chest.
Can you get it in different colors?
Yeah. Yeah, so if you click on Classic Tee
We want to see Chad Smith in pink.
in pink, I can get you in purple.
Dude, you gotta get the women, man.
I got some purple, red, green.
Oh, that's cool. That looks cool.
Yeah, the red's sweet looking. And it's got the
I
big
always like
logo on the
gray.
back.
I always like the gray color.
Well, let's see what gray looks like.
Yeah.
Gray with white. Oh, maybe I should change that so the gray has a black text.
Yeah, that would look way better.
Okay, I'll do that. I gotta remember to go back through there. Ooh, I might have to order that color.
That one
That's
looks
sweet.
pretty good.
Mm-hmm. The blue and white together.
That looks good.
Oh, it's on the front and the back.
Yeah, I don't know if that looked good or not, but we'll try it out for now. Let's see. It might look cool with just the front logo.
You know, you need a Spooky Morales shirt.
Well, it's funny that you say that.
Oh,
What?
If you scroll down,
oh,
I
you
was
gotta
gonna
scroll
show you.
all the way down for Spooky. Come on, you gotta raise them up.
I know I gotta figure this website out and figure out. I got some slides on here too, if you guys like the slides. But yeah, if you go a little bit farther down, you got the Spooky Morales collection, which this is just a start. You know, this is the beginning design. We'll see where this goes.
Ooh, look at that.
But you know, you can get this in red too, or blue.
That's hot.
That's the back. So it's got a little fancy design with some ghosts on it.
Very cool.
And then the front has the same design.
I want that Spooky shirt with his logo, the painted face.
Oh,
that would
Let
look
me
cool.
Send that image to Chad.
I'm serious. It look cool.
Look, you can even get a tote bag, a little satchel Spooky on it.
A spooky
Real
tote
fancy.
bag.
A spooky purse. Let's be
That's
serious.
right.
Who doesn't need one of those?
I do have one of these on the way though. Pillow.
Killer.
Had to get one. Oh, I should have got blue. Blue and orange on both sides of the couch. That'd look sweet.
Oh man.
Yep, those Chicago colors.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, that's the merch store. What else did I add in there? Anything different? Nope.
Where's the underwear?
I didn't throw any underwear on here. I don't think boxers is an
Get the
option.
Chad Smith podcast. You can put it right in front of the underwear, right there.
Yep.
He's always looking at you.
So there you go. Oh, this is the one that we made this. I think Big Willie is the only one that has one of these, but the front of it says, "I like my earth like I like my women." On the back, it has our.
Now that's cool.
We gotta send one of those to Enzo.
I actually
For
like
sure.
that.
I would totally
like
buy
picture
that.
in
Yeah.
front.
That looks pretty good. The blue, I like the blue. Yeah,
That's gorgeous.
it's got both of our logos on both sides of the shirt. This one does run small though, so I just will warn you. If you guys are gonna order one of these, probably order one size bigger than what you normally wear.
Is it cotton or is it what is it?
This one is, I believe it's a mix. I believe.
Really, and it runs small.
All over print unisex. Yeah,
I've
this
seen
is
a lot of people doing
weird-
the stuff on the sleeves too. That's kind of new.
Yeah, threw out put
I
our
like
logos
it.
on both sides.
No, that's old school, Enzo.
Is it?
Yeah, that's from TNC T-shirts. I stole that idea.
I like it.
Town and Country. You remember those?
I
Mhm.
don't know.
Spooky.
I do.
It
Yep.
was on the TNC was on the sleeve right there.
That's California.
Yep.
I gotta change the Chop Shop mug to $15. I don't know why it's $1 more.
And how do we
It's
get one of
cooler.
those Chop
It's
Chop
cooler.
T-shirts that Sonny wears? Because I don't
Oh.
see those anywhere, but I want
I-
those.
We forgot to finish making that, but
That's
that was
not in
from
here yet.
Ben.
That's from
Ben made that and sent it to me.
Yeah, but when are we gonna get a
okay.
shirt with all three of you together on a shirt?
Now we're
Spooky
talking.
bloody
These are
crap.
ideas,
Look
man.
at that.
This is what we have to. Yeah, this is good. This is like a company meeting right
Yeah,
here.
brainstorm.
Manny Mo and Jack style.
Yeah, the little faces there.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we'll have to do that. But the Chop Shop shirt, just like what Sonny's got, I'm gonna make one of those. I've got the
Yeah,
logo.
I really
just have
like
to
that
make
when he
it.
wears that. It looked good when he was like when he went to Vegas with it, and
Yep.
I
Mhm.
think he wore it at the races, right? Yeah,
Yeah, I wear it to the races too.
yeah, it
Yep.
looks good.
Yeah,
All
son.
right, see you later, Nightmare.
You should make a picture of a hot rod car with ghosts and stuff driving it, and put it on a shirt.
Lynn wants to know
Ooh.
if I get a Chad Smith logo tattoo, will you send me free merch? Yes, you will get.
Whoa.
I will send you something if if you actually go out and get that tattoo. That'd be insane. So yeah, I'll send you.
That's
you-
the one I want a shirt of right there.
Get you a T-shirt and a coffee mug. How about that? If you get a tattoo, you get a T-shirt and a coffee mug.
Shoot, I think Sonny should take care of the second wife, man. To dedicate herself to this Chop Shop. That's a second wife territory.
Oh, that's a good idea. The Outlaw Psychic shirt should have a quick draw showdown with wands.
Ooh.
There you go. That's a good idea.
Outlaw
See?
Psychic.
We need some brainstorming. This is a good brainstorming.
Pulling out like crystals or something.
Jeanette, what do you get if you get a tattoo? I don't know. If you guys start showing up with tattoos, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I've been thinking about shutting this whole podcast down. So if you can't, I can't do it if you guys have logos tattooed on you.
You're shutting her down?
You know, I was thinking about shutting this whole thing down. And,
Weren't we gonna have a
I'm just
meeting
jo-
about that?
I'm just messing with you.
Man, that's some bull donkey.
He's gonna
That's-
get on here next Thursday, and the fucker wasn't gonna be here.
Listen to that, Spooky. Say they're putting you back of the bus. That's not right. You
Come
should
on
be-
here on
Guess I'm gonna have to
Thursday.
go
and
look for another job. Hey, Carl Vibe, I'm available.
Spooky's
Carl
available.
Crusher,
Spooky,
Carl
you
Crusher,
can come
I
over
just became
mine. You can come
available.
over
My free
mine.
agent.
That's right.
Spooky, you can
Comedy
watch
Central.
the news with
Comedy
me.
Central right here. If
Comedy
Chad's quitting,
Central.
I guess.
Oh my
I
God,
need a
everybody's
job.
Okay,
leaving.
how about Eric, Enzo, and Spooky? That sounds like a new show.
Ooh. And
Jeez, I guess I'll have
Why
to
is-
keep this thing going.
why is
on the
everybody in the
Luzon.
chat asking for Enzo merch? Nobody wants Enzo merch.
Hey, who doesn't? The amazing Enzo. The more you know.
That's right.
Oh,
Just have it with
jeez.
that.
Yeah, that could be your logo on their
Yeah,
shirt.
right there. Just a big
Perfect.
fan of cash.
Big fan of cash.
See you there.
Jamie says Chadi Waba's gonna manage the Chad Smith podcast.
Hey Enzo, they should make a shirt. You and I trying to crawl into the podcast, Chad Smith. Like we're trying to get in the
Trying
chat.
to break
the show.
in.
Break in.
Cracking open a wormhole in the back
Cracking
wall.
open wormhole. Can we come to watch?
Are we both trying to pull up the same comment? Yeah, I'm not gonna shut it down, Jeanette. Don't worry. Don't you worry.
whew.
Grandmaster, that's some bull donkey. It really is.
That's right. Akashi
Aren't
Chris
you
already
about-
made my logo. It's my face on the Monopoly man running
How much
through.
does it
The,
cost?
Oh, there you go.
Somebody's already asking how much does it cost to remove?
Yeah. Hey, we do have this sponsor we can play. We have one sponsor we can play. Make sure you guys use promo code BA10.
Hey, I'm Connor from Bigfoot Anon, and I'm always on the hunt for the next big adventure. When you're on the trail for long hours, you build up quite the stench, enough to drive any skunk ape or yeti away. Luckily, I'm on the quest now for the solution to all my problems. Yeti bars.
Yeti bars.
They do exist. Available in tons of different scents and fragrances. Check out YetiBars.net for more and use my code BA10 for a special offer. Clean like a beast. Yeti Bars!
Hey, armpit juice is important.
That's awesome. Man, how did you score? How did you get Connor to be on your team? That's a great matchup.
You know,
You
the
two.
very first time was about almost a year I don't know, 14, 15 months. And I remember the first time I interviewed him, I actually replayed it a month ago. I remember he was just sitting on his couch in his white t-shirt. And I was like, man, this guy could talk. I mean, he was just going. I was like, oh my God, this guy's got energy. I like him.
Right.
And then, you know, and at that time I was doing 2-hour live shows Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 2 hours. And then he was in the chat, wanted to jump on. He came on, he kind of just stayed on. He's just
awesome.
You know, it was a match made in heaven in a lot of different ways because, and if you watch it from a year to now, he's still fast, but he picks his moments easier now. I mean, he's gotten so awesome at being interviewed or being on shows. Just watching a person from a year, it's a major difference and all that. And but the thing is about him is all the stuff that he knows. It's like he knows something about everything. It's so wow. He studies it. You know, he's just not talking out of his ass. I mean, he studies everything. You ever watch his videos, him travel at, like, he's walking the trails? He tells you the story behind the trail walk of the legend there, the folklore story. And
yep, those are the best. Whenever those get posted, it's like, yes, another one.
God, where does that come from? It's like, how does he know so much?
Just really dives in and puts the work in.
He
does the
puts
footwork
in the work.
That's right.
And he's been going to like some classes and stuff. He's been working with some writers, people, and he's really out there. He just told me a couple of days ago he was on a project where one of the people there worked on the movie Spider-Man: No Way Home, and it's like, wow, he's getting himself really in there. I mean, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
You got to be
awesome.
Yeah.
And you guys have a show today too?
I have one. I just moved it an hour ago from 10:30 to 1 o'clock because my daughter broke a brace, and the only time they can see her is at 10:30. So I had to move my show to 1.
Oh, okay.
Life happens, right?
Yep. That's
and it's on the most important part of the mouth where they're putting on a new tooth that's just coming down, and that's the one that broke. It's like,
oh man, that's unfortunate.
Dental stuff is expensive too.
It's going to be at 1:30 Pacific, you said?
1 p.m. Pacific, and
1
today's a little different. Like yesterday, I did the whole news show about cattle mutilations and deaths, and today is going to be the same thing. It's all about missing 411. So all the video stories are all different 411 stories and all that. So just a little mix this week, just a little picking one subject and finding like 6-7 videos off the one subject. Because the missing 411 is there's such a awesome mystery there that every case is also different, but they're all related somewhat. And if people would just take time to listen to some of these stories, it's not all, well, they got lost animals. There's more to it. A lot of these stories in the missing 411 are people that are actually disabled, that can't move around, and they go back and they're gone. And it's like, how can they? No marks, no markings, no footprints. And a lot of people ignore the 411 stories and stuff, and it just there's stuff there. There's
it's the ones that always get me are the ones that they end up finding like weeks later over an area that they know they've had hundreds of people out searching over and over again over that same area, and suddenly there they are right there in the middle of it, looking almost untouched. And
one of my videos I'm showing today where some guy in Canada disappeared, and then a week later they found him in Sacramento, California. And of course, doctors say, well, he probably just had this memory thing. Okay, well, whatever. But okay, even with the memory, how do you go from Canada to Sacramento, of all places, Sacramento?
Right.
I mean,
man.
Can some of this be fake? Well, of course, but anything can be fake. I mean,
that's true.
Every story, but you only need 1 or 2 stories to be true to make sense of things.
Well, on Thursday, we got to wrap this up, unfortunately, but on Thursday, guys, on the Chad Smith podcast, we will have a dude on talking about Sasquatch barbecue sauce called Sasquatch.
Dude, you're talking my language. I'm a food guy.
I know. when I was writing writing the description for it, I was just like, this is going to be a hard show to have an empty stomach on.
Yeah.
So this is your warning. Don't come to the Thursday show with an empty stomach because I think you're going to be pretty hungry by the end of the show. It's all about barbecue sauce.
Mm.
It's going to be barbecue sauce and Sasquatch.
Some
on
good old
Thursday.
Q.
I'm kind of getting hungry right now.
Wait,
I'm always hungry.
I love good barbecue sauce.
Same, Enzo.
And then I think on Friday we are going to have a Chop Shop show, but I don't think we have a guest scheduled right now. So
Oh boy, you know what that means.
you know what that means, guys.
And you're gonna start it at 5:00 on Friday.
I like that, Enzo. Emergency guest mode engaged. I like that. Gonna have to have Enzo and Eric back on. Maybe we'll see.
And I need you guys to start that at 5 because at 7:30 on Friday, it's Top Gun, baby. Top Gun.
Oh man, that's this week.
Right. That's coming out this weekend.
Top
man.
Gun. Tickets Friday night, 7:30.
So what's your, before seeing anything, just the previews, what's your forecast on it? Good or no good?
You know what I've heard from people that I trust, they're saying it's outstanding. They're saying people who didn't even like the first Top Gun. I don't know how that's possible, but there are people like that. They love this one and they hated the first one. I mean,
Wow.
and remember, all the flying footages is no CGI. It's all real. They did 200 hours of flying, and a lot of the stunts is actually done by Tom Cruise in those jets.
He's actually flying those jets.
When's the last time we've seen a good jet movie? There's really not. The last ones I remember is what, Iron Eagle and Top Gun in the 80s. Okay, Independence Day, you had a jet flying a spaceship. Beyond that, there really hasn't been good jet movies.
Especially with real jets. It's all
Real
CGI
jets.
stuff in the last 20 years.
And I
Iron
just
Eagle.
learned on the first Top Gun, they were only allowed to shoot 2 missiles. They're only allowed. So they only shot 2 missiles, and somehow they recutted it where they looked like they shot multiple in those scenes.
Oh, that's
But in real
interesting.
life, there was only 2 missiles they were allowed to shoot off a jet.
But from just different camera angles, they made it look
Yeah,
like it was different.
Yeah, because
Huh.
military won't allow you to do multiple, because it costs a lot of money when you actually shoot
I'm sure.
missiles off. So they did 2. They had like 3, 4 cameras. So it's like you're right. This scene, same missile, but from another camera.
That's the way to do it. Keep the cost down.
Yep.
All right, Spooky Morales, Sonny Conway.
Sorry for the bougie. Not sorry.
No, it's
Yeah, I was
just
gonna say it looks like some bougie chai tea or something.
we're gonna have to get you a different mug.
That's a bowl of milk.
I'm surprised you don't have your Alien Girl mug with you.
Yeah, I wanted to
When
give
you
it a
told
break.
Oh my God, you got a new.
Man, Eric's
phone
got all the
holder.
toys, man.
I found this at a store called Home Goods. It was on clearance for $10, and I had to get it.
Can't beat it.
I had to
Can't beat
get
it,
it
man.
for $10.
Yep, for $10, that's got to sit on the desk.
And it holds my Pixel. I'm
Hey,
not
there you
sponsored.
go.
Google, you want to sponsor me? Here you go. Google
right.
Pixel.
The
Yeah,
wonderful
we've talked about them enough today. My God. All right. Well, who did that? Was that Spooky?
I think they
Got
want
some?
you to shut it down, man.
Yeah, I know. You guys. What's Jamie saying? Chad, we already have daddy issues. Why are you trying to make it worse? Okay. Well, that'll probably do it for the day.
Shutting her down.
Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us today, and we'll see you on Thursday for another episode of the Chad Smith Podcast. Peace.
Thank you, everybody.
Peace
Love
out.
you.
See you guys.
It sound right, boys.